Hello, I'm Lowell Martin and this is MCC Today. Grrr. On today's show, we have Holley Purvis, Doug Jernigan, and Kim Rush. Remember, knowledge is power.
Find your wings. It's more than just a hashtag.
It's the power of knowledge in our state-of-the-art classrooms.
It's skills training for a competitive job market.
It's the best nursing program in the state.
It's home runs, buzzer beaters, and the thrill of victory.
And MCC walks it up.
It's not just a hashtag. How do I know? Because I found my wings.
And we are here with the wonderful, wonderful Miss Holley Purvis.
Aww.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing. We're in my multiple personality. We're doing well.
It's that time of year.
Oh my gosh, it is, and it's paperwork and end of semester stuff, and
Yes.
just loads of educational fun. Now, what is your official title?
So I'm the e-learning coordinator.
Okay, and so anything to do with online stuff,
Yes, just all that stuff.
we call you.
Yes.
Now, are you also in charge of the e-learning center?
Yes.
Okay.
So I supervise the e-learning lab where all of our students test, and I'm also over Canvas as well.
Oh, you wear many hats.
It's fun stuff.
And as we were talking before we started filming, this is your 7th year.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's so hard to believe. I'm just like, how?
How
How did we get here?
You know, I remember when you first came here, and you know, and job titles have changed and
Oh,
things
yes.
have changed, but I'm like, has it been 7
I know.
years? But with e-learning, and I think I was very hesitant in the beginning with online because I did not feel that I was as connected to my students
Right.
as in the classroom, but I don't feel that way anymore. I think we have made great strides,
Oh, for sure.
and I think that's part of, you know, with what you're doing. But would you explain to us what is Canvas?
So Canvas is our learning management system,
Okay.
and that is where all of our classes are located.
Okay.
So whether you're taking traditional face-to-face or online, all of your courses are there. And especially with online, and like you said, kind of feeling like that disconnect with your students, I think that now that we have things like Zoom and Teams, and you can actually meet with your students,
Yeah.
that has helped so much with that connection with them as well.
I agree. And as you said, both with the traditional classes and online,
Yes.
everyone has a Canvas course
Right.
that's set up for them, and you can put in your first day handouts go into it. Sometimes I'll put notes, you know,
Right.
that you know, I'm like, here are my notes, and just so much, even testing.
Oh yeah, testing, announcements.
Announcements, anything, you know, you can connect directly to your students.
Right.
And they're not flopping around like, you know, fish out of water.
Exactly. Like, where do I go? What do I do?
And we tell them exactly. And they even get reminders of when things are due.
Right.
And when tests are due and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just an amazing system, and it is so user-friendly.
It is. It really is. And a thing that I also like about it is that on your Canvas dashboard, as a student or as an instructor, you can customize it, and all of your courses can be renamed. You can change the color of the course card.
Harvey Sue.
Yeah, exactly. You can just make it whatever you want. So I really like that feature.
And that is, it is so customizable, and it is so user-friendly, and it's just, there are moments when I sit and I go, what did we do before we had Canvas?
Right.
What was that?
Those were the dark days.
The dark days, the dark ages.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you are also in charge of our holiday e-learning system, our building.
Yes.
Okay. And in that building, we have where we test because most online classes require at least 1 to 2 proctored tests per semester.
Right.
And that is where we proctor. Could you
Yes.
talk about that just a little bit with the proctoring? How does a student go about making appointments
Sure
and things like
thing.
that?
Yeah, so we have 98 computers in our lab, so it's a really big space. And we have 3 proctors that work in the lab. And basically the way that it works is that whenever you sign up for classes, you're going to see a proctoring tab in that course. You'll click on that and basically just set up your account with proctoring. And from there, you're going to schedule your appointments with us. You can also schedule at other testing centers. It doesn't just have to be here because, you know, we have students that don't live in Meridian, so it's easier for them to test maybe in Jackson or somewhere else in Mississippi.
We have agreements with, I think, all of the other community
Yes.
colleges, do we not? Does that include the universities, or is it just
It's just the community colleges, yes.
I was not sure about that. But so if someone lives closer to Itawamba, then they can literally make an appointment and go to Itawamba to take their
Exactly.
test for
Right,
their
for
class, their
MCC.
course at MCC, which makes it so much more convenient for the student.
Yes.
Okay. Is there like a limit on how far in advance they should make an appointment?
So we suggest that once the class gets started and your teacher has everything set up for you to schedule, to go ahead and make that appointment, because a lot of testing centers get busy. We fill up fast, especially during midterms and finals.
my
Don't wait
goodness.
until the last minute.
Oh my goodness, no. Okay.
So as soon as possible, but I would say at least a week or 2 in advance.
Do they send? And I'm literally not trying to put you on the spot
No,
here.
you're good.
But do they get any kind of reminders that they've made an appointment?
They do get an email just
Okay.
confirming that they've made the appointment,
Okay.
and it gives them all of their information. I don't believe that it sends them a reminder though.
Okay.
But they do get that confirmation email.
Okay. So they need to take that and write it down in a calendar.
Yes,
put it
put it in
their
your
phone,
calendar.
something they need to do.
Right.
Now, one thing, and I'm just against this completely. No, but I think it is an excellent thing that we offer, is that they can actually have tutoring services. Because now I run the Student Success Center, and where we have the tutors right there to help students, and I think that's very valuable. But we're not open 24 hours a day,
Right.
and many students wait to study to the wee hours of the evening and the morning.
Oh, yeah.
So for net tutoring, okay, which is another tab in Canvas.
Yes, it's in Canvas as well.
Okay, how can they set up to be tutored or to get some help in a subject?
Right, so it's very simple, very user-friendly. They'll just click on the NetTutor tab, and then whenever they click on that, it's going to take them into a screen that gives them all the options for different subjects that they need. So just for example, if they need help with algebra, there's going to be a math tab there, and then they can choose specifically which tutor they need, and it typically connects them pretty quickly once they set this up. So you basically just set up an appointment as well.
But and I will say it's not the one-on-one. It's not like immediate one-on-one,
Right.
like if you're sitting there.
Right.
But they can get things answered, and I think that's important for most students.
Right, yes.
And I think they have to. They try to respond within 24 hours.
Yes, but it's usually sooner than that though. Yeah.
Now, as far as the e-learning center's hours during the summer, do they change much?
A little bit. So during the summer, we're still open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. On Fridays, we're open from 8 to 12. So that's
Okay.
the only difference just for the summer.
Okay, and so most of the time they can just set up an appointment to take a test via online.
Yes.
Can they call and make an appointment, or is it only through the tab?
It's really only through the tab. If they call us, we're just going to direct them to the tab and just walk them through the steps of how to do that.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you so much for being here
Thank
today.
you.
I know I threw it at you at the last minute, but I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're here at MCC too.
Me too.
You know, because she's just a wonderful person.
He's
Just gonna
too
say
sweet.
that.
He's too sweet.
But I appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be right back.
Meridian Community College. For more than 75 years, we've helped students soar. Establishing the first tuition guarantee program in Mississippi, we put our students first, while creating pathways into the workforce and offering a seamless transition to a 4-year degree. Now is the time to find your purpose and register today, because those who move forward never get left behind. MCC, find your wings.
And we are here with the wonderful Mr. Doug Jernigan. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. You doing all right?
I am. Knowing that we've known each other 40 million years, I can strong arm you into being on the show.
That's right.
Because I think I saw him in the hall and I was like, hey,
That's right.
you got to be on the show again
That's
real
right.
soon. And I've noticed, have you noticed that the people who kind of been here the longest, we become the more vocal people when we have meetings?
Right.
Like, no, that's not going to work.
You don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. But you've been here at MCC how long?
27 years.
And I'm hitting my 25th year. Oh my goodness, just oh my goodness.
And it seems like just yesterday that I, joined the staff.
It really does. It really has gone by very fast.
And I'm no longer called the new Mona. When I first started working here, I took Mona Pritchard, who was the reference librarian's position.
Who had been here a number of years.
Who had been here at least 25 years. So everybody would say, that's a new Mona. And I got here long enough that they quit saying that.
So whoever replaces you will be the new Doug.
You got that right.
Now your official title is what?
Library Director.
Okay.
I'm currently the Library Director over all library services.
Okay. And at the moment, you are being housed next door to the Student Success Center in Montgomery Building, but hopefully,
Right, hopefully.
we don't know exactly when.
No, we don't.
We've heard rumors of various times. We will be moving into our new facility.
Right.
We're going to be together in a new
Right.
facility. The library is going to take half of the second floor of L.O. Todd.
Library, yeah.
And the Student Success Center will take the other half, and we are going to just be a happy family.
Oh, we are. We're neighbors now.
Yes,
But
and
we're
we get
gonna
along
be
well.
But we're gonna be roommates in the very near future.
And the thing is, and I'm really looking forward to this
I am
because
too.
I think when they first brought the idea to me, and I was like, Doug, no, no, please don't make me, no. But it makes sense. We are going to be learning resources, learning, and I think it all fits well together.
Right. I think it'd be very beneficial to the students.
Yes.
I think it will be with everything that's going to be in there together. I think it is going to benefit the students greatly.
Yes. And that, because I'm all just in it for me.
Right.
No. But I do think it will benefit
I
the
do.
student. And I do think that students can, and it's almost like a one-stop shopping for studying, for looking up resources, for getting help with whatever they need, because advising is also coming in there as well, and it's going to be interesting. But I think it's going to be beneficial.
Right.
But I wanted you on the show today because you have moved.
Yes.
You're kind of limited in what you can offer students at the moment.
We are.
So I wanted you to kind of explain what kind of stuff y'all can do for students, and also what your summer hours will be.
Okay. Yeah, we're in Montgomery 213, which if you don't know where Montgomery is, that's where the cafeteria is located. We're upstairs on the second floor, next door to the Success Center.
Yes.
They moved us in a computer lab. So we don't have a physical collection. So we don't have books, we don't have periodicals, we don't have newspapers.
So students will walk in and it's the library.
Right. We have students that just stick their head in the door and they'll say, "Is this the library?" And I said, "Yes, it is. Come on in." So we're computer lab strictly now. When we move back into the new facility, we'll go back to having a physical collection as well as being able to do things with the computer. So it's going to be a little bit different. Everything that we have online, which you know nowadays a lot of things are online and are not physical.
Right.
But when you're looking at resources, you're going to have some physical material, because everything that is in print and has been printed over the years is not going to be transferred over to an electronic source. But there are times when you're doing research that you're going to need those physical resources.
Yes.
So do I think books are going to go away? No, I don't think they will ever go away. Now over time, you know, when we're virtually traveling all the time and things of that nature, then you might see that. But I don't foresee it in our lifetimes that we'll do away with books completely. But currently we have. We're 24/7, 365 databases on the internet.
Okay.
So
Yes.
you don't have to come into the facility. We'd love to have you, but you can use our databases and resources from off campus just as well as you can currently in the library. So we've got databases that cover everything. In fact, when we got ready we knew we were going to move and they were going to remodel our building. When we got ready to do that, we added some databases that would provide, like if you like recreational reading, if you like to just chill out with a James Patterson book or some book of that nature, you know, some kind of fiction title, then we have some electronic versions of what we call recreational reading resources. In our databases, we also have academic books, nonfiction type books that relate to whatever research you might be doing. Periodical wise, since we don't have our magazines, journals, and newspapers out where you can sit down and read the current issue of Rolling Stone or Sports Illustrated, we have moved those to an electronic version that you can go to our website from the MCC homepage and use those resources.
Was it, and I don't think I've asked you this question before, but how difficult was it to pare down some of the books that you were having in the library to make room for us coming in, because we're literally taking over. I think you still have just a little bit over half.
Yes, just a little over half.
And we arm wrestled for that.
Right, we did.
He won.
We did.
But how difficult was it to pare back?
It's difficult.
Because I was like, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know how you're going to do it.
Right. It's because you have to look at what programs you provide, what resources they need, what, like university transfer type classes, history, English, what resources you need for those. So it is very difficult to determine what you need to weed, which is what they call it, weed it from the collection and basically get rid of it.
Yeah.
And we had a very large collection that had not been weeded over the years as greatly as it might have should been weeded. So it did give us an opportunity to weed the collection, but it was a forced opportunity in that we had to do it to make this room. But you don't have the size collections, especially in community colleges, physically that you had in the past.
True.
So we got rid of some stuff that, you know, wasn't on stone tablets, but it was pretty close to being
Well, I appreciate that. Now, what are your hours going to be for the summer?
For the summer, we're going to be open from 7:30 to 4:30, Monday through Thursday, and 7:30 to 12:30 on Friday.
Okay. And I think we're going to have to come up with joint hours when we're in the same room. And
Probably
we're
so.
going to arm wrestle for that too.
Right.
Listen, thank you so much for
ready.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it, and I'm sure I'm going to have you on again. But I really appreciate you being here.
Yes, anytime we get ready to move in a new facility, we'll do this again.
Yes. We'll be right back.
Not essential. Never let anyone tell you that again. Never doubt your abilities to make a difference. How do I know this about you? Because I'm a teacher. I am the one who will push you harder and farther than you could have ever imagined. Teach you things that you never thought possible. And if you will give me 100%, then I will stand shoulder to shoulder with you, and together we will change your future. MCC, find your wings.
And we are back, and we have the wonderful Miss Kim Rush.
Hello. go. Happy Friday Eve.
There we go. Yes.
No one's counting.
No one is counting. What a week. What a week.
Yes.
And the executive producer earlier was like, you have her on all the time.
Well, you
but
know,
there's so much happening in your area that I want to get the information out.
Yes. And I definitely appreciate you for inviting me all the time. I don't mind coming at all.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
Now, you are now the Associate Dean of Advising, Retention, and Student Success.
Yes.
Yes, my direct boss on one side.
Yes.
But we have a lot of things happening.
Yes,
as
we
far
do.
as classes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Lots. So Maymaster has started.
Yes.
But we still have summer classes for June, July, and June full term online.
Okay.
We have lots of options. We have the intermediate English. We have the comp one. We have the public speaking. We have college study skills. We have microbiology. We have AMP1, AMP2. We have history. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I could speak an hour for all the classes that we offer for the summer term.
It truly does, and as you said, the options, because I think the classes that are technically June classes start May 31st,
correct,
and run through
June 24th.
June 24th.
Yes.
And then the July classes,
June 27th through July 22nd.
Thank you so much.
And the great thing about that, a lot of students say, well, I don't want to be in school all summer long, and I get it, but you have a good break between July 22nd and the first day of classes at any institution.
Yes,
you have at least 2 or 3 weeks, you know.
And the way our classes run, if they're in the classroom, they're like 8 to 10, and then I think 10:15 to 12:15 or something. And so it's just 4 days a week.
Yep.
So you still have your 3-day weekend.
Correct.
You still, and I know students that are taking the 8 to 10:15, or 8 to 10, then 10:15 to 12:15, and then they still have their afternoons. They still have their evening. Well, a lot of them are working too. But if you want to get a jump start on something,
definitely so. A lot of students will do this who want to either catch up, get ahead, want to, cut down the time that they'll be, at MCC, want to take a semester off. You can definitely shave a semester off in 8 weeks at MCC.
Yes.
A whole semester can be shaved off in 2 months.
Yes.
Definitely.
And whether it's in the classroom, as I was talking about, or online, because my class is online, and I think a number of classes are online. And, that gives you even more options.
Definitely. And flexibility as well.
Definitely. Are we offering many or any night classes during the summer? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that. But they do also have the 8-week classes that run for the entire term.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Lots of options.
How to make a decision.
Yes.
I have always told students, just you make sure whatever you choose that you have enough time to do well in them.
Correct.
So don't just fill up your schedule to fill up your schedule.
Yes.
Make sure that you have study time.
Yes, what I think is, I tell students, I'll say, they think, online in the summer is quote unquote easier. And so I say, take that last digit of the course number. So accounting 2213 is 3 hours. You get 3 hours credit. So are you prepared to do that much work in the class? And they're like, well, no. Then you may want to think of another class that you can do that won't be as difficult for you. It's going to take some work, though.
It really will. And I part of the study skills, I always tell people that however long you're in the classroom, that's probably how long you're going to study. And there will be some classes that will not be enough study time.
Correct.
And I found this out, in classes I thought, I got this.
Oh, yeah. You get that grade.
And it was because I wanted to get a good grade in this. This was very important to me, this knowledge. And I'm not saying that it's all hard or anything like that. It just takes dedication and diligence.
Time management skills, dedication, setting time aside to dedicate towards your schoolwork. You can definitely make it happen, though.
And we are getting much more into the mentoring students.
Yes.
Because, and I always say it like in the Success Center, I'm going to be all up in your business.
Oh, yeah, all up in it.
Simply because I care about.
We want you to be successful. Definitely so.
There you go.
Yes.
And when I say to a student, why did you wait till the last minute to bring this up bring this to me?
And I'll ask those questions. We're advisors, a part of our intrusive advising. Do you have time to do all this? Because it sounds easy on paper, but do you have time to do AMP1 and AMP2 and these other classes? So maybe stretch it out a little bit, put in a history and put in AMP, not because a lecture and a lab, that's 2 classes. It's not 1 class. Those are 2 classes.
And what else do you have on your plate?
Exactly. Work, kids, a
Yeah,
spouse.
do you have a family? Do you have kids? Do you have a spouse? Does your spouse or significant other help you?
Exactly.
You know, you've got to take all of this into account.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the first things I always ask students is, how much time do you have to study?
Oh, yeah.
They never think of that.
No,
They want to think about, you know,
Getting it done.
how fast they can get out of here.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I was the same way. You might have been.
Yeah.
But you also have to make sure that you can do as well as you should be doing.
Definitely. You have to put the time in.
Now, will students be able to use financial aid
Yes.
for these classes?
So we
if they
definitely
need to?
recommend, because I'm all about money,
Oh, my
making sure
goodness,
money's
yes.
where it needs to be.
Thank you so
Definitely get
much.
in contact with financial aid. A lot of students do have financial aid left over for the summer. Some may not, but it's definitely very important to, when you get registered, before you get registered, definitely check with financial aid to see if you have any aid left over.
Okay.
Yep.
And is that something that if there are a current MCC student that they can look at their
Correct.
EagleNet page
Correct.
to
They
see if
can.
they have any left?
Correct. Under their financial aid and records, they can look at that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, you know, when you were saying intrusive advising, to me sometimes the word intrusive is not as pleasant.
Yes.
but what we're doing is all about the student. And earlier I was talking to Doug Jernigan, who is head of the library and will be, you know, with us in our new facility.
Soon, very
She's
soon.
also going to be with us in our new facility. But it is going to be a one-stop, let's help you shop.
Definitely.
And I think it's going to be very important for this school and for our students.
Oh, definitely so. Definitely.
Now, when you first heard of that you were going to be an intrusive advisor, what did you think?
Well, for me, you know, my background is therapy.
Okay.
So I'm cool with
That's
that.
why I love to come
But
see you.
but see, the word
I feel so
intrusive, you know,
comfortable.
it can be a little, you know, uncomfortable because, like, you can get all of my business. But yes, we are. But the reason why is because we want to help you.
Yeah.
We don't want to see you not be successful at this institution. And so we are going to ask those hard questions. Do you have time for this? What is your work schedule like? Do you have support at home? We want to know all about the background information because that's what's going to keep you in the classroom or have you struggling to stay in the classroom.
Now, if we already, someone is a current student or has just finished their spring schedule, do they have to fill out another application for summer?
No, they do not.
They do not, okay.
Correct.
And what are the hours for the advising area?
So Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, and until 3:30 on Fridays.
Okay, Monday through Thursday.
Correct. That's it.
It's the end of the week.
It is. It's Friday Eve.
But okay, so there is no reason that people can't give y'all a call, come
No.
by, email.
Correct. Email advising@meridiancc.edu. Again, advising@meridiancc.edu. That email comes directly to me. Give me your name, your MCC ID, whatever information that you have. It will definitely get you help.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
She's a great boss. We'll be right back.
Since 1996, the MCC Foundation Tuition Guarantee Program has provided students an opportunity to find their potential. Thousands of students have benefited from the program. Over $6 million have been invested in the students who learn and live right here in our community. This program is funded by individuals and businesses who believe in our students, our families, and the economic impact of an education at Meridian Community College. Now is your chance to offer support. Give today at meridiancc.edu/give.
On behalf of executive producer Matt Milner and media specialist Josh Taylor, thank you for watching. Hope you learned a little bit, and we'll see you next week.